Hi friends, David here from Learn Stage Lighting, and in this video we're talking all about gobos. So if you've got moving lights, if you've got even conventional stage lights, chances are you can put gobos in them, or they have gobos. And what are gobos? They're little metal and glass patterns that light shines through so that you can see a pattern on your stage, okay? Like I have on my wall behind me. And what we want to talk about in this video, like I said, is the two types of gobos that exist and how to know which ones to choose. So we'll be mixing in video from my studio here, video I've shot elsewhere, so that you can see what gobos look like. So first and foremost, gobos kind of have two different ways that they work well. There's two kinds of gobos really that work well. Okay. The type of gobo that I've got behind me right now is definitely more of a projection gobo. Okay. Like if I go ahead here and I go and find my focus, that's what the gobo looks like when it's sharp. And yes, there is a piece of truss in between the light and that backdrop. Okay. And so this is a gobo that looks really good projected on a surface, particularly when we bring in the prism, okay, on this particular fixture, which is somewhere, okay? No worries there, okay? But there are lots of other types of gobos as well, like this fixture has lots of gobos. They shake, they move around, etc. There are two gobo wheels in this fixture. When we have a gobo, there's a few types that work well, okay? So a gobo like this, like I mentioned, is really good for being projected on a surface. Okay, we make it sharp, we make it soft. No matter how we make it, it looks awesome on the surface, okay? We can even bring in a prism if we want. I won't do that right now. And it looks really nice, it looks really sharp, right? Gobos, however, like this, are gonna look a lot better through the air. Okay, if there's big holes in the center, or like this is just a triangle with a lot of black, a lot of negative space around it, then that's a gobo that's gonna look better through the air. A gobo like this, yeah, it looks nice on the surface, but when it's shining through the air, it creates a really cool, almost forest-like effect where there's a lot of little beams of light. Okay, and so when it comes to choosing gobos, when it comes to picking out gobos to put on your stage, this one as well is one that looks cooler through the air than on the surface for sure. Okay. So when you're looking through your moving lights, there's going to be different options, or maybe they're regular lights of gobos. And if you're trying to find out what it looks best on, my best advice to you is to just play around and enjoy. Okay. When you're looking at gobos, to buy, then you want to look at them and say, okay, if there's a lot of black, a lot of negative space in the fixture, then in the gobo rather, that's typically a gobo that looks better through the air. Whereas if it's like this, where there's not a lot of dark space in it, then that's a gobo that's going to look okay through the air, but it's going to look great projected on a surface. Okay. And then, like I mentioned and was getting into just a second ago, when it comes to shining gobos on surfaces, you want to take the time to work with the focus, okay? Because a gobo like this can be almost not a gobo at all. And as we work with the focus, we can have it soft on the surface. We can have it hard on the surface. We can have it soft on the other edge of the surface. And when it comes to gobos and you start to rotate them and soften them and do all kinds of things like that, and we'll insert some clips here, you really can create some really cool and interesting stuff. But at the end of the day, it's really not rocket science, okay? The best thing I recommend is if it's on a surface, more often than not, you're going to go soft on the gobo. You're not going to be sharp, okay? If it's through the air, most often you're going to be sharp. However, get that haze in the air, because getting the beam as it goes through the air sharp may or may not have the resulting image on the surface be soft, be hard rather, okay? The edges might not be perfectly crisp on the surface to get the best beam through the air. Okay. And so when it comes to it, have fun, enjoy it. Lighting is a blast. Okay. And I hope this helps you to pick out gobos when you're looking at a moving light, to be able to go, okay, these gobos, they have a lot of negative space. They're more designed for shooting through the air in haze. Or you look at a gobo wheel and you say, oh, these gobos have a lot of intricate detail. There's not a lot of negative space. Okay, this is more for projecting onto surfaces. And when you do that, you can not only choose the best light for your needs when you're looking to purchase the light, but you can make the best use out of the lights you have. Use the right gobos in the right places and you'll have some cool lighting. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to head over to learnstagelighting.com. And if you're new with lighting, grab my free guide to begin with lighting. It's going to help you so much to get started and create that great lighting. Until next week, I'll see you guys here. Thanks so much for watching and being subscribed. Have a great day. Bye.